So today right here, let me show you about my tour on my twin tub washing machine right here. Which is, of course, it's like a small washing machine to me, but even though it's called a portable washer, of course, it is like a portable laundry appliance over there. But this is the washing machine I found that I never ever used in my life. So that is why this is the washing machine I found over there, which is I'll explain it later. So right over there, this is the washing machine, which is I call it a twin tub, or a twin tub washing machine over there, which is basically the reason I want to use it is that I wanted to use it as a small load towels or anything like sheets and everything besides in my washer. Because why? I have a little bit of slight problem on my washer, which is not just a big problem, but I have a little bit of a teeny problem here. So this is the washer. You guys recognize this is a little bit of problem that I'm thinking about is this is my front loading machine, but when it's trying to do its distribution of the spin cycle, it does take forever and ever to distribute and everything while there's a one side load, which is really heavy load, trying to balance it out. Like, yeah, you see, as you can see, causes like vibration problem on this thing. It works no problem, it tumbles really well, but that's the fact. There on the spin cycle, it takes forever to distribute to make sure it's completely balanced and completely weighted, something else. So yeah, this might be a bit of a problem on my washing machine right here, so that's a little bit of problem on that. Which means I don't actually replace it, just in case if I have a heavy load, if my twin tub doesn't fit in the washer, then yes, I'll be putting it in here, but only my laundry, except for my undies and socks, so I thought I might wash it down here as well. That way it should be deep cleaned without any smelling issues on that thing. So, yeah, I'm just showing what the problem is, but so this washer I wanted to tell you is only the heavy load can go in, besides small load, because I'm afraid it might waste some water. I don't know, something else on my washer. So, yeah, I don't have any other problems on my machine, but third problem with the error code and some of the problems I don't know on my washer though. So that is the reason why I wanted to use that, just in case if I have a normal or a light normal or medium light or medium normal load, then I would exactly use this machine. So alright, on with the tour on my washing machine, but before that, let me tell you the story that I just found. So this washing machine over there I found right here is at the reuse section. Why? Because no one's using that. Because they think the motor's too noisy and the motor kind of smelly or anything like that. Even though that spin motor used to be smelly. Well, if I use it a little continuously, then it might smell because the motor gets hot a little quick. So I don't have a slight problem with that. Well, even a little bit of problem if I smell that, but oh well. So as you can see, this washing machine was located at the dump, which is at the reuse section, which means nobody's using, which means waiting for anyone to grab that one to give away, like donating things. So I thought I wanted to make sure I should use that, but I don't want to talk about one of the arguments story because my dad, of course. Anyway, so this is the reason why I want this washing machine as a small load, besides I want to put it in my washer. Like wasting one of the water, I don't know. So yeah. Anyways, so this stand over there came from this washer. This is the heart basket over there, which is H-E-A or H-A-R-T, which means it's heart. It's like packing one of the stuffs, or whenever you put your tools in, or whatever, you use that as a basket. So I have a little bit of problem on this thing, which means vibration. When the washing machine decelerates or when it's starting to spin, causing vibrations, it wobbles like that. The reason it just wobbles like that is the lid is plastic, which is it wobbles like that. So I might want to go ahead and use a different stand. Besides, I want to keep this one, so that way I want to save the basket for anyone who can use. So I might use a wood to stand that up properly without causing vibrations at all. Well, slightly a little bit. So yeah, here's the washing machine tour over there. Let's start off with the side view, which means on that side is the left over there, and the front side with the interesting texture, and top view right here with a control panel and lids right here. Here's the right, and the back side, which means I have to turn that over. So here's the back side over there, which means, of course, that you might realize you guys never know yet. So let's start off with this one, which is this is the cover of the insides of the twin tubs with a bunch of wires and motors and everything. Excuse about the cat. Anyways, so this is the insides of the cover to make sure no one's getting electrocuted easily when the machines are plugged in. So I might say this twin tub says please unplug when not in use. I thought I wanted to keep it plugged in while I'm home, of course, so that way I wanted to use it really easy without any unplug or replugging in easily, or it's a little harder than I expected. So here's the cord over there, goes to the plug down here, which is the power plug over there. So, which is I'll give you the insides view just a moment. Here's the sheet over there. The data sheet is the model number, which is the last video I was wrong. I thought this was the serial number, but they say it's a series number, which means the series number is 2767 1907 76 39. And this washer is by Best Choice Product. Warning. Of course, you got a warning label. To reduce this risk of fire, this appliance must be fastened or otherwise secured to an uncovered concrete floor. So yeah, you might want to make sure you do not try to flood the whole twin tub, or otherwise the whole motor will stop working or shorten everything up. So here's the label over there, the capacities and the power supply. Power supply goes to 120 or 110 volts with 60 hertz frequency. Rated wash capacity is 3.6 kilogram, and spin capacity goes to 2.0 kilogram, which means it shows what maximum capacity does it take on this washers. Yeah. So here's the input power of the wash and spin. Wash takes 300 watts, and spin takes 250 watts, which is the total of 550 watts. On the if you run both of them, of course, then it should use as the 550 watt power on this appliance over there. Alright, on with the side on that view of the tour of this. So let's start off with the standard pipe view right here. This is the standard pipe, which is it uses as draining the water down to which is I need to drain is the bucket. The reason why I have to use that is the standard pipe is too short, and I have to put it down right over there to the bucket. So wait until if I adjust those adjuster over there to the drain position, then you'll see what's happening. So yeah, this is the reason why I have to use that instead of the sink, because I can't reach it. So that's why I'm using the bucket, to make sure I should drain the dirty water, soapy water and everything out of it. And then I have to manually put it over to the sink drain to drain all the water out of it, which is a great opinion. So that's the standard pipe over there, and onto the panel view. So here is the view over there, which is water inlet. But on the water, since you guys wondering, do I have that? I don't really think so. Actually, no. The reason it came from this one, which is it has without the water inlet hoses, while this thing is at the reuse section. So how can I wash it without the hose? Is I use this. This is the sink hose. I have to extend it all the way down to the wash side, so that way it should fill up some water. That way it should wash correctly. So that's why it won't be used yet until I get it. It is time to think of unscrewing the sink right here. Well, not the whole sink. We just got the sink replaced. That's the faucet. It is really rusty, so I have to go ahead and use the wrench to unscrew it strongly. So yeah, that's the water inlet over there, and over there is your timer, which is you got 2 timers to both sides, of course. Right here, first off, you got is the wash timer. Uses for how long the wash cycle can take, and all the way to 15, which is this is the maximum time of how long of washing of the soil. But I thought I can use the tapes to make sure I should label it. Why? Because I need to function that properly. So that way I should, like, everyday use machine like that. So that 6 is for light and quick wash and pre-wash, 9 for normal, heavy 12, and extra heavy 15, and the tub clean, which means just in case if it has nasty smell inside the washer, then I'm going to use the tub clean. If you want to watch the functional of the tub clean, link in description. So, and although about the those, it's just like the soil levels, but even 3-minute uses for every 3-minute rinse agitating. So yeah, here you got is the cycle selector, which is you got select switch over there, which is you got standard and soft and drain. Standard means you got 5-second agitating, which is you got normal close or heavy close in here, which is I call it as heavy and extra heavy load, just in case I have heavy load to do. Soft does delicate agitating, which is I call it normal and light agitating, which means of course 3-second stroke. But on the drain position, as you're wondering, it doesn't engage the drain pump, which means if you guys wondering if it's not a drain pump, it has a plug down here. That way it should cover up the water to seal it well. That way it doesn't cause a leakage to drain the whole water out to interrupt the wash cycle. So that's why it has a plug down here to open the plug to drain the water out when adjusting to drain. Here you got spin timer, of course, which is you got 5-minute as a maximum time. I label it like 2-minute spin over there is for the intermitting spin over there. Light load for the light stuff, like you got your small load and everything, and normal and heavy in case I have a normal or heavy close in here. To spin dry, if it is damaged, of course, then I have to go ahead and adjust it over there. So yeah, this washer, of course, it takes a little bit of quick time to move it all the way there. It's like a little slower on the wash timer, but it takes a little quick, as you can see. And right here you got is another water inlet. What it does do is it uses for spray rinsing, and then sprays the suds out of it, or sprays the whole soapy thing or foam out of it to prevent suds lock. Well, this spin basket itself, of course, the RPM it spins, I'll explain that. So, that's the panel view over there. Onto the insides. But before that, while the twin tubs are unplugged, if you adjust one of the timer, it moves. Why, you may ask? It's because maybe it's just a battery, or is it just something, maybe it's just generating something, or is it like spraying in here? I don't know. Can someone complain in the comments below? How does it work without the washer plugged in? So anyways, here's the inside look of the wash side of the washing machine. Here you got is the wash plate right here, which is of course some people say it's an impeller. I call it as a wash plate, which means it has an agitator-less washer over there. Which it has this 4 fin agitating fins over there, which is a little wobbly because it wasn't screwed all the way tight. Actually, it is tighter, but not over tight, so be sure to not to over tight the wash plate like that. So right here is the filter of the drain over there, as you can see, which means it catches every lint to prevent getting the drain pipe clogged right here. So if you move it, of course, it moves 2 ways, of course, which is, of course, it has a belt drive in here, but some people may or may not see that, which is I'm going to give you, like, I'm going to have a flashlight. So I got a flashlight over there, that way you can see better. What it means, you'll see, if it's hard to read, then you'll see the water level right here, as you can see, that I have to pay attention closely, that way it should directly at the right level. So I wish I wanted to use a Sharpie to make sure I should level it correctly. That way, I mean, the line I'm talking about, I should use a Sharpie to highlight it correctly so it doesn't wash away the mark that I'm using as a wash cycle. So, yeah, that's the water level that I have to pay attention with very closely. So I might go ahead and do it after the video. So this might be the last look without the Sharpie. So that's the water level that nobody sees, which means, yeah. And sad part about this twin tub it doesn't have is the filter to, well, not the drain filter, but the filter on the other sides. It doesn't have it. And the safety reason, while the clothes are swirling, like overflowing the water, which means it goes over there to the spin side, and then there's a drain down here draining the water out, like causing a little bit of leaking water going on. So that's why there's a safety reason. Yeah, if you overfill it to the maximum, then it should drain the water out. So yeah, do not overfill the twin tub, or otherwise the whole twin tub will overflow. Well, without the hole, it will overflow and then flood the whole house. So this is the reason why the hole is used right here, as a safety reason. So yeah, pay very, very close attention to the water level meterage over there on that side. So that's the wash over there, the wash side over there. Here's the spin side over there. As you can see, opening the lid with the cover to make sure you don't put your hand on the spin basket while the basket is spinning. So here it is. Here's the spin over there, spin basket. But the true thing is, when you're trying to move the basket, of course, if you spin it this way, it doesn't let you spin a movement. You can only spin it this way as a clockwise, but in a counterclockwise you can't. And yes, this machine uses counterclockwise to spin, but when opening the lid, it uses a brake very quick to stop the washing machine basket very quick. But with the lid closed while the timer's off, it doesn't use the brake. It just decelerates all the way down to 0 RPM. And right here, as you can see, that I talked about is the water inlet over there. Is right here. This is the inlet of the spray rinse over there to spray rinse. And the RPM it spins, of course, it only runs around 1900, or like some people say it's 1300 RPMs, but I call it as a 1900 RPM basket over there. That way it spins the clothes dry a little faster. But on my washer, it uses 1160. This spins faster than my washer. Hold on, just one more thing about this one, which is this. This is your actual spin cap. What it does, uses a spin cap when you're putting your clothes in before you spin the clothes dryer. I would recommend you guys will recommend you will put this in here to make sure it's a safety reason to keep the clothes distributed. Make sure it's pushed in evenly before starting the spin cycle. You can remove it after the spin, or distribute it when the when this goes out of balance. Open this up, open the lid real quick, use this brakes, and pull the cap out and distribute and put it back in, close it up, and it should be balanced perfectly. So do it on your own risk. So again, use it just in case if your clothes is about to raise up and damaged. So yeah, we require you to use this one. So alright, back to the vid. So yeah, that was it, but here's the inside, which is, I'm going back to the back view, so I had to drill the screws open. Right, so I just unscrewed one of those backside over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up to make sure I should, that way I should open this up slightly, and here we go. This is the inside of a twin tub. Don't ask why if I'm not using my phone flashlight, but here I'm using this flashlight instead. So here's the inside of a twin tub, as you recognize in the YouTube shorts, if you guys don't see it yet. So this is the inside of a twin tub with a motor and a bunch of cords inside the body. Here's the spin side over there, and that over there, as you see, excuse me, as you see it right here, as you see my finger over there, this is where the brakes used for to stop the washing machine basket. Very, very quick. And over there on the wash side it has a belt drive right here. Uses to make sure it should agitate properly. Some people say they don't like using belt drives, but they say it's gonna worn out the belts, or the motor might go bad or smelly, I don't know. Here's the plug over there for the drain. If I adjust the knob to the drain over there, it pulls up the hook, which is, you'll see the hook will pull up the plug to unplug the water to go through the drain. But hopefully in the next video I'll give you an action of the wash cycle of the insides of the body of the twin tub. Then maybe you'll see the water will flow through all the way to the drain pipe. So yeah, here's the unplugged when drain is adjusted, and pops back down when you select other cycles. So yeah, that was it. So yeah, please make sure to unplug the twin tub while you're in operating of the washing machine over there. Alright, so I'm gonna put the cover back up, and that would be it. So that is it for the tour of my twin tub right here. So hopefully in another video, hopefully I'll give you the inside action of the twin tub. It's worth a try, but instead, if I can run it in here, I should move onto the different rooms besides in this kitchen, because you can't even see what the action is going on behind it while it's in the wash action. So maybe next time. So alright, that's it guys. See you next video.